Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. How is everybody? Um, Firstly, I have been absent for a couple of weeks, and I want to say a massive thank you for your beautiful messages. We are a lovely little community of divine feminine working through these big energies. By and large, welcome divine masculine if you're here, but essentially divine feminine looking after each other as we go through these different ebbs and flows of what energy does across the twin flame collective. And over the past, like through this eclipse portal, I've personally been really going through it. I've had some serious, I would even tip it into dark night of the soul kind of territory where it's been me versus my subconscious really significantly and doing a lot of shadow work. Now, during this time, I would say what it felt like was that the divine masculine collectively took a deep breath, and it's like all of the oxygen left the room. I was like feeling it across the collective and going, what is happening? So used to taking the temperature of both masculine and feminine energies, and it was like this deep breath in of masculine energy that left me feeling like, oh, something's going on, something's really shaky, something's really off-putting. And of course, my barometer for this is Ricky, like watching what he's going through, how he's moving through energy. And I'm looking at him and he's moving in the direction of coming into deeper understandings of who he is and what his masculinity is all about, even to the point where he's working with other divine masculine energies to grow deeper understandings. And whatever awakenings are happening on that side of the coin, I was feeling it, and you guys can let me know if it was happening to you too, as if it was a deep inhale by the divine masculine, and it took all of the energy out of the room. That's how I was feeling it, and it put me on a journey of looking back over my own twin flame journey and how much our energies have affected each other, across our journey. But prior to that, I've had some other events that you would say are interactions with karmic soulmates along the way that have really influenced my journey as well. And I had another incident connected around karmic soulmates that was triggering my dark night of the soul as well. Now, I've been pretty upfront that Ricky is not the person that triggered my twin flame journey. I had an interaction with a karmic soulmate, and I've done plenty of unpacking to come to these conclusions, I promise you. But that person triggered this journey way back when, and I've been on that ascension journey ever since, being pushed through ebbs and flows and rises and falls, ascension, learning, growing, until I met the point where I actually came face to face with Ricky, and that recognition occurred, right? That recognition of who he was and what was meant to be occurring between us. All of the tick the boxes occurred when I encountered Ricky, but my journey began way back when, like of awakening into a twin flame journey, with, let's call him Jack. It's not his name, but for example, I interacted with this person way back when, and it was an awakening into something is moving, something is shaking, something is different. I don't know what it was. And at the time, I knew nothing about twin flames. I was just like, this person's triggering me on a different level and I don't understand it. And, we dated for a little bit and all was good and well. And then when that relationship come unstuck, a lot of the twin flame information started coming towards me. I just got a random email from the Golden Ray twin flames, and I was Mel, and I was like, "What is this information? What is this information?" And I was starting to learn and grow that there's this twin flame journey that exists that is awakening people into this new frequency and onto this mission. And at the time, I was attributing it to this karmic connection that I'd found. It didn't tick all the boxes, but it ticked enough for me to pursue this information. Now, what has happened across the course of the 10 years that have played out since is this karmic energy has manifested 3 different times in a person. They had the same physical attributes and, get this, the same name. So it wasn't the same physical person that would manifest in this role as a karmic agitator or a catalyst energy that would show up, but they had the same physical attributes and the same first name. Like, and it's a bit of a head spin to come into connection with that energy when you're about to move on to another part of the journey. Now, what Ricky and I go through is pretty much twin flame doctrine, right? Tick them boxes of burn and purge, grow, ascend, runner, chaser, going through surrender. All of those processes played out pretty much true to the doctrine. But what was happening in these other catalyst energies is they would occur at different times of my journey for a to boost something along. So again, I had this energy show up in recent times in the form of, like I said, same physical attributes, same name, same push, same shove, same energies, that it doesn't hit the same way with the recognition that a twin flame journey does. But this catalyst energy shows up for me when I'm about to move into dark night of the soul energy, when I'm about to truly move and purge and grow. Like, all of those things occur. And this is what I've been through in the eclipse portal. I had that catalyst soulmate energy show up, and it put me into a mad tailspin. I was in I was in runner energy. I was pushing Ricky away. I was going, I just can't do the center. Like, I was just losing it, full losing it, that this energy was occurring. Now, I can't even describe what it is, but it's like looking at the same face and feeling the same energy, but these people are completely different entities. And they're like, they hold your face and look into your eyes, and they say things that are just tripping your mind out. But it's like going, that you're not meant to be moving on a path with them. You're not meant to be engaging with them. It's not a romantic thing, but for whatever reason, these people show up and they catalyze your energy, which is why when I offer twin flame doctrine to people and tell people not to be scared if you have other people cross your path, not to fear if you have other entities cross your path, because all of these people are contracted to come along and trigger. Sorry about that, my microphone died. But I was just saying that these people have been contracted to come along and trigger you for the next part of your journey. So it's, as much as we want this twin flame journey to be like this fairy tale, right? That there's this ideal lover, that there's this one person that will just make everything right, will make everything correct. This is not what we've signed up for. We've signed up for a soul ascension journey where we learn all of the nuances of love. And sometimes that does have catalysts, it has karmics, it has all sorts of different manifestations that come along to kickstart the next part of your journey. Now, this energy came across our paths. We've had other energy come across our paths. But where we're at in our union is that we bring these things to each other, and we understand that these catalyst events are occurring for the nature of our growth. And so it doesn't push us now to the point where we run away from each other. We're not looking for any other person to be with. We want to be together. We want to figure out our union. We want to grow and ascend together. But when things come along at this point, we're not scared of them anymore, even though they push us into places that are challenging, because the spiritual language has been so specific along the path of our journey. It's recognized that it's there for a reason, and that what we're meant to do is to learn and grow from it. We're looking for those marks that go, yes, this is something that we're meant to chase. We're meant to give our energy to. We're meant to evolve through. So, and I've said this plenty of times before that soulmates are part of the story. They're part of the twin flame story because it helps us understand our own connections better. It helps us move and grow and evolve, so not to be scared of them. Okay, essentially, I'm not going to talk for forever on this, but I do want to bring more parts of our journey forward to be able to, people ask me about, like I talk about doctrine a lot, and they go, well, what are you relying on there? Where's the book of twin flames that you are quoting? And it's like the book of twin flames comes across multiple doctrines, multiple. You can read it in multiple doctrines. But the question is, you've got to search it and you've got to battle test it and you've got to learn to grow with spiritual language. If it takes you somewhere for learning and understanding, trust spirit is taking you there for a reason. And even if it feels like crap, at times it feels awful to have to move through a lesson, just understand that when you're listening to spirit and when spirit is giving you all of the signposts along the way that are familiar, when you lean in, this is how you understand the doctrine of twins. Now there is clearly you can go to multiple spaces on the internet and get a checklist of how you know you're a twin flame. Use it as your scaffolding only, and then build your journey out from it. There will be things in the journey that are so specific that you cannot ignore them. And then the tangents that you have to explore, they are there for your growth and your ascension. So you, as a twin flame, you are going to need to make these assertions as you go. You're going to need to go, I'm convinced that I need to learn what I need to learn when I need to learn it. And even if it pushes you into a place where you move to a dark night of the soul, nobody wants to go there. But that subconscious energy, that shadow work needs to be done. And I'm at the point where I'm just going, when this energy comes upon me again, the faster I acknowledge it's a real thing, the faster I acknowledge I'm there and go, whether it's Ricky that's triggering it, whether it's what he's going through, moving through or not, I'm experiencing it. It's mine. I've got to work the energy. And then when spirit puts other things in place, like a catalyst or spiritual language that you recognize, you have to own that and understand that's how spirit is talking to you. That's how they're giving you the information. They will send you to the points in the knowledge that is doctrine that will move you forward. Look, it's for me to just go, here's the book of twin flames and here's how your journey is going to work. And then as you move through the checklist, then it's done and dusted. I just do not prescribe to that. This is a journey of ascension that will have different manifestations for everybody. But look for the scaffolding. Look for the scaffolding that you can go, this is what makes sense. Oh, I feel like I could go off on a bit of a rant there. But look, what I'm going to leave this here. It was just a way for me to let you know that why I've been away for a little bit, what I've been doing, what I've been moving through, and that I will be back doing readings. I've just filmed one that I'm ready to upload, and so our journey continues. But Ricky and I are good. We're moving into the next part of our journey with new understandings, and we're super excited about that. So I'm going to say I'll wrap this up in faith, hope, and love. It's bye from me for now.